Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and staff, and welcome to the main meeting of Murrumbidgee Council. I would like to pay my respects to the traditional custodians of the lands and waters of Murrumbidgee local government area and to all Aboriginal elders past, present and emerging. We are committed to honouring the continuing connection that First Australians hold to Murrumbidgee's land, waters and community as one of the oldest living cultures in human history. In the spirit of open, accessible and transparent government, and to ensure this meeting is open to the public, this council meeting is being recorded and live streamed. This recording will be placed on council's website following the meeting. I'd like to call for any apologies, please.
We don't have an apology, Councillor McRae, as such. I've been in contact with Councillor Saxford this morning and she expressed a desire to be on Teams today, and I said that that would be fine. So we're just seeking a resolution from Council that Councillor Saxford be granted the ability to be part of the meeting from Teams.
Somebody like to move Councillor Churgwin, secondly Councillor Black. That Councillor Saxford be able to attend the meeting by Teams. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Carried. Thank you.
So under the process of the code, until you pass that, Councillor Saxford couldn't have participated in the meeting. So as she can.
Thank you. We'll move to the minutes of the ordinary council meeting of the 28th of April. Would somebody like to move, please? Moved Councillor Strawn, seconded Councillor Bryce. That the minutes of the ordinary council meeting are true and accurate record. Those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you. I remind all councillors of their pecuniary interest declarations. Is there anything to be brought forward before we progress any further? If not, we will move to the mayoral report. As we await much hoped for rain, we acknowledge that a large percentage of the cotton and corn has been harvested. This, of course, means that our major traffic corridors are busy. As always, please be mindful and careful as you travel our local roads. The 9th of May saw a momentous change in the federal electorate of Barra. One Nation's David Farley is our representative moving forward. For the sake of our region and more particularly our LGA, I hope he brings a renewed energy and focus and a strong voice to the table. During the campaign period, Council did have the opportunity to engage with some of the candidates. It was a fiercely contested race. As we go about our core business at Council, we seem to be overwhelmed with a never-ending stream of renewable energy developer interest. We seem to have exceeded our quota of heavy lifting in this space, but a federal government hell-bent on delivering at breakneck pace holds a very different view. Focus has shifted at this stage to the northern part of our LGA. Council continues to work hard at pleading this case. However, the state has the power in these decisions. Challenging these processes is part of our daily remit, and we will continue to advocate for our local landholders. On the 28th of April, over 200 members of the Colliamby community rallied in Borrolga Place in an attempt to bring some exposure to the fact that their local post office licence had been revoked and a downgraded mail service had been put in place as a temporary measure. While willingly undertaken by Ross at Maryland's Pharmacy to ensure some service was available, the community feels strongly that the licence should be reinstated. The rally led by Helen Dalton attracted much media attention, and Helen has continued to advocate for the LPO's reinstatement, having been able to engage with Paul Graham, Australia Post CEO. Council continues to push for further engagement. On the 2nd of May, I had the pleasure of attending the Darlington Point Debutante Ball. 6 beautiful Debs and their partners were presented to myself and Hayley and Troy Heath. It was a happy and proud night for the Debs, their families and the organisers. A special word of acknowledgement for Margaret Gilbert, who brings it all together on the night. Well done to all concerned. From the 5th to the 8th of May, the General Manager and I spent 3 busy days in Sydney attending the Joint Organisation Chairs Forum at Parliament House, the Local Government New South Wales Rural and Regional Summit, Sturt Highway delegation with the Minister for Roads and Regional Transport, Country Mayors Association dinner with Sir Peter Cosgrove as the guest speaker, and the Country Mayors Association meeting. During this time, we did manage to have 5 minutes with the State Water Minister's second in charge and telling him about utter frustration that the Safe and Secure Water Project replacement of the water filtration plant in Murrumbidgee and its extreme time delays is placing undue stress on an aged plant and the increased cost burdens it will now incur due entirely to the government's inability to deliver an approved project. The review into the Murray-Darling Basin Plan and the requested public submissions are now closed for consideration. Many man-hours, extra funds and genuine faith have been invested in this process. My hope is that these key ingredients will return to us with a renewed lens and that the human element will be considered more generously. It is the Murray-Darling Association's hope that a significant campaign generated by this latest process will bring further pressure to bear, which will enable us to continue to produce agriculturally. Our economy depends on it. On the 16th of May, I attended the official opening of the New South Wales SES shed in Darlington Point. This significant achievement on council land was funded and built by Murrumbidgee Council, a true demonstration of a partnership being able to deliver a project. Thanks must go to our building team who made this happen. While nobody sits and waits for an emergency, if they do happen, being well prepared makes the work of the SES achievable. Seniors functions are being held across our LGA, and I have attended the luncheon and services event in Collyambley with approximately 50 in attendance, and I attended the Cupcakes with Seniors event in Murrumbidgee just scraping in yesterday. Council has commenced community sessions regarding the proposed 4-day working week. To date, the community attendance has been sparing. Please feel free to attend the remaining sessions. The Collyambley community have been impacted by an Optus outage, poor communication, or more correctly, no communication, prior to a major tower replacement has left many in the community struggling. While management have made attempts to apologise and appease their users, it's simply not good enough. I sincerely hope that they do not treat any other communities shoddily as they have treated Collyambley, and that a timely work effort gets things operational as soon as possible. Origin released immediate communique advising our communities of an opportunity to seek funding under the Community Investment Fund. Applications can be made after the 25th of May. I encourage you all to take this opportunity for your many funding organisations. And well, as you know, the list of meetings I've attended since the April Council meeting. Are there any questions? Councillor Major.
So after your meeting in regards to the replacement of the water filtration plant, can you update the community on sort of timeframes and next steps?
The gentleman that we met with has not got back to me as of yet.
Okay. Second question is, can we have an update on acquiring the land for the Drury Medical Centre?
The Drury Medical Centre, the issue is that the agreement that we will have with Murrumbidgee Local Health will be to acquire lots 150 and 151. That agreement is being written as we speak. It's gone through to the ministry. The ministry is well aware of it. We have had representations from Origin Energy themselves directly to the minister, because Origin is ponying up the money for the medical centre, and so they want to get that off the ground. So they've been speaking, and we've been getting good overtures through them from the department, but I can't say that the job's done yet. But I'm not going to say it can't be far away, because it could be forever.
I guess the encouraging thing is we have more than one iron in the fire at the moment. So
we've got Justin Clancy, member for Albury, is looking at it all the time. We've got Origin Energy looking into it. I'm still pushing from the public servants back up again. So we're getting a top-down approach and a bottom-up approach. It should meet the middle somewhere where the decision's got to be made. One thought. If they can tell me who that was, I'll just go see them.
Yeah. So frustrating that the process is. We are continuing to push in that space. Any other questions? If not, would somebody want to move that the mayor's report be noted? Move Councillor Major, seconded Councillor Heath. Those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you. Right, we'll move to item number 1, please, the General Manager's monthly report.
Thank you, Councillor McRae. Just a few quick items there. Darlington Point Preschool and Long Day Care Facility. That's subject to a report for a decision during confidential sections, so we'll deal with that today. Councillor McRae spoke about the community consultation on the 13th of May in Jerilderie. I got unavoidably sick, and but there was 2 people that turned up, and I was caught up with one of them. I had face to face with that person and spoke to them. Collie Amberley on the 20th. Councillor McRae, Councillor Black, and I were there. 3 members of the Lions Club were in attendance, and we worked through all of their questions, and they were not surprised. They understood that we fully worked through absolutely everything, and every question that they threw at us, we could answer back. Darlington Point the following night, I was joined by Councillor Heath and husband Troy, and we sat there and talked to each other for 2 hours because nobody turned up. The next round will be daytime sessions in June, and then towards the end of June we'll come back up into the evening sessions again from 5 to 7 to do that. We have distributed the online survey and the information out there. The survey's closed on the 10th of July. And it sent me through that there's 10 responses. How many have been now?
11.
18?
11.
11. Now there's 11 responses to it. Similar mixed bag, really. It was quite a few strong, only one strongly opposed, and then a majority, like 4 or 5, were strongly opposed, and then others in the middle go, type thing. That was what I was seeing from that thing. Just the other short report. So just requesting annual leave from the 1st to the 17th of August to actually have leave and not work. It's going to be an actual holiday. And then my movements possibly for the rest of the year. Who knows? Any questions?
There's no questions. Would somebody like to move, please? Move, Councillor Strong, seconded Councillor Churgwin. And the recommendation will read: the information contained in the General Manager's monthly report be noted, and the General Manager be granted leave, annual leave from the 1st to the 17th of August 2026. I'll put the recommendation. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Carried. Thank you. Item 2, please.
Thank you, Councillor McRae. Just fourth, it is grant time. These are the recommendations from the committee who sat through all of the grants to determine who goes where, why, and how. So it is there for council's further discussion or ratification.
Okay, before we move forward, I've got a disclosure of a pecuniary interest here from Christine Churgwin regarding the fact that she's the Secretary of Tobin Main Woolshed. It's not significant.
It's not pecuniary interest, so you can sit in.
So you can sit in the discussion.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. So are there any comments regarding this report and how things have been distributed? Not. I would ask that somebody would move, please. Move Councillor Bryce, seconded Councillor Major, that the funding recipients for the 2026 Murrumbidgee Council Community Grants Program be as detailed below in this report. I'll put the recommendation. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Carried. Thank you.
There's a point 2 and a point 3.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, that's point 1. Point 2, that the funding recipients for the 2026 Collie Solar Farm Community Fund, as detailed below, be recommended to the Collie Solar Proprietary Limited. Somebody like to move?
I'm going to talk about that.
Oh, okay. So, and that the recipient of the 2026 Darlington Point Lions Club grant be included also. So we will go with the original movers and seconders. And we will ask that all three recommendations be carried. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Carried. Thank you. Item number 3.
Thank you, Councillor McRae. Item number 3, the student scholarships. Once again, all of the applications were put in front of the committee who decided who the grant should be distributed with, and they are detailed below. Any questions?
Councillor Major.
Question, just a comment, just congratulating all the young people for putting in an application. The quality of applicants is very high and the number was very high. So it's really good to see and great to see that there's some great careers being progressed. And yes, so I just want to encourage them to keep looking for opportunities for scholarships throughout their career. But yeah, unfortunately, we only had 3 to hand out.
Okay, any further comments?
Should I have declared a pecuniary, a non-significant, non-pecuniary interest because I was related to a couple of the scholarship people?
Yeah, noted.
Okay, okay. So would somebody like to move, please? Move Councillor Major, seconded Councillor Black. And the recommendation will read that the Murrumbidgee Council student scholarships for 2026 be awarded to Ava Dillon, Michaela Bright and Isla Burns. I'll put the recommendation. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Item number 4, please.
Item number 4 is in relation to councillor and their remuneration for the upcoming financial year. So as they do every year, the remuneration tribunals review the fees for all councillors and mayors, and the range that you can set the matters is set out in the report. The recommendation is that, as I've done in the past, the fees be set at the maximum amount of the council's classification as rural council.
Okay, would somebody like to move, please? Move Councillor Bright, seconded Councillor Heath, Major. Are there any questions or comments, please?
It's not enough. Sorry,
Yeah.
till they change the system. They stop the restrictions.
I look at you speak in support of that too. I think, whilst they're appreciated, the allowances. If we want to get a broader spectrum of people, of representatives, particularly younger people who hold down in a full-time job, I think it does need increasing. And that'll benefit the whole community. If we've got a broader spectrum of councillors, I think it can only be a good thing. So I think we need to keep pursuing it.
That's right, keep showing, and it's just clear to see that the regulatory burden that's being placed on every single council and every single councillor, every single training that you have to attend, everything that you have to do to be able to fulfil your role. And then you've got to interact with the public. It is not a volunteer job. If it was a volunteer job, then you wouldn't need to have all of those things and be mindful of all the occupational health and safety, all the regulatory requirements, all of the governance rules and everything else that you have to abide by. So to say it's voluntary is an absolute stupid comment, and every councillor should be remunerated exactly the same as Queensland did in 2008 when they amalgamated their councils at that time. They've been getting a decent salary ever since then.
As a comment, it was raised at the Regional Rural Summit we attended, and a passionate mayor from Northern Rivers spoke about it and asked the minister directly, and his response was, it's civic service.
So it's his job.
That was the end of the
Okay, no resources.
Yeah, that was the end of the conversation. So, but reassuringly, local government New South Wales and ALGA continue to get a greater presence and oversight of the remuneration. So we can only hope that somewhere along the line it will be given its due attention. So I'll put the recommendation, which will read Pursuant to S248 in brackets 2 of the Local Government Act of 1993, Council set the annual fee level for councillors for financial year 2026-2027 at $14,450. And pursuant to S249 and 3 in brackets of the Local Government Act 1993, Council set the mayoral additional fee level for financial year 2026-2027 at $31,510. I'll put the recommendation. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Carried. Thank you. Item number 5.
Thank you. Through you, Madam Mayor. Item 5 is report to advise council that a study on our landfill operations was undertaken for a dollar grant from the EPA. We received the final document middle of last week and put this report up seeking a resolution from council that the report be noted in order for us to equip the final grant. The report has yet to be fully reviewed by staff, but the purpose of it was to look at how we do our landfilling operations and potentially options to council about how we can do it a lot better. So we'll be presenting a further report back to council with the after a full review of those recommendations. There's been no decision made yet, obviously. We would need to present all those options back to council. So the report seeks that this study be noted for the purpose of the grant, putting the grant, and it will be presenting council further or today.
Okay, so we'd like to move, please. Move, Councillor Murrumbidgee, to move Councillor Turgot. Are there any questions of Gary, please?
Oh, no questions, but yeah, happy to note it because I gave myself a leave pass to Gary to not fully assess it as well, but happy to note it. When you gave yourself a leave pass, I didn't read it in detail, but there we go.
So basically what we're looking to do is probably close one of the 2 landfills and construct 2 brand new transfer stations, certainly one here at Diamond Point and one either at Childry or Collingham.
In effect, sorry, Gary, we'll probably we will deliver on 3 transfer stations because one of the actions that I really want to get away from is people going to the tip face. That is the most dangerous activity that there is. So even at the landfill even at the tip where the landfill is, will need to be some sort of a transfer station where they're not actually going anywhere near the tip face, right?
So they can still go and take their rubbish.
They can go take their rubbish and put it into the transfer, but the tip face has to be out of bounds, right? That's the point of most danger. We've had recently, when I say recently, in the past 10 years, people falling into burnt landfills and things like that. It was a major case in New South Wales.
Not here.
Not here.
And just another comment too, if I'm allowed very quickly. The gentleman mentioned I met with Energy Co a week or so ago. They have a new funding round called their water waste and housing, or whatever mixture of names. Now they've asked us to put a submission in funding for our landfill operations with the potential of taking waste from renewable energy developments, combination camps. I know council has resolved not to, but if there's money on the offer on the table to upgrade one of our landfills to a position where we can take it, could very well be able to get funded to undertake all those works, such as construction of transfer stations, adequate resourcing and equipment that we need to get the maximum life out of it ourselves, as well as an income stream taking commercial waste from the renewable energy developments.
I think we would need far more information around that, Gary, and a contract that's iron sealed so that we are not the collateral damage in any agreement in that space.
Could there be only local sites that we'll be taking from, so they can't bring them from wherever all over Australia? It'll be just a local site.
There's restrictions on how far you can transport waste.
Second, that's
Yes.
means some dodgy things.
Other councils use quarries. We have sand quarries, which may not be suitable. that correct? Sand quarries, because they are
Yes.
sand, they'll leak.
To do it landfill, a landfill cell correctly, it has to be an impermeable layer, and it's generally clay, compacted clay, to get to a standard where it'll actually hold the leachate at the bottom, which needs to be then treated separately. But a sand site, that leachate would percolate down through, potentially get into the water table.
Correct. That's what I told them.
We could still use the sand quarry, it would have to be
Millions of dollars a line.
We'd need a lot of money to take it under advisement. A lot of money. Any further comments or questions? No, I'll put the recommendation which we read. That one, the landfill consolidation risk assessment and management plan, Murrumbidgee landfill, Collyamberley landfill and Darlington Point landfill be prepared by Australian Environmental Auditors Proprietary Limited, AEA, be noted. And two, a further report on the future of the Murrumbidgee and Collyamberley landfills be presented to this council at a later date. I'll put the recommendation. Those in favour, please say aye. Those against? Okay, thank you. We'll move on to our reports and minutes of council committees. Item number 6 is the Collyamberley Sports Precinct User Group meeting. Are there any questions?
I'd just like to say from that is the build of the Collyamberley precinct back in the COVID times, 2022, 21, 22. There are still many issues raised at the meeting about flooding and the timekeepers box leaking and Kennedy's, who are the builders, that they have proven that they did not do a very good job. Now there's leaks in the stadium window, so there's a number of things that the builders should fix, but I don't think we've heard from them, have we? So, but it was basically a meeting about the taking over of their responsibilities and signing the.
Can advise council, the vast majority of these have been rectified by council's building maintenance team. There's just a couple of bits and pieces that we haven't yet done. The bollards for the Scotch courts, for example, and mouse control, and I think the loop windows with the doors haven't yet been done. But we did again reinforce to them that rather than wait 6 months to build this list, we would appreciate some of these comments to the meet in the Collyamberley offices. They occur.
Some of those issues are long-standing, Derek.
Long-standing.
They're now being rectified.
Yeah.
But the main issue there was the memorandum of understanding.
Yeah.
Which the copies in that was discussed quite thoroughly. So.
Robert, would you like to move that those minutes
I
be
will.
noted? Move Councillor Black, seconded Councillor Bergwin, that the minutes, report the minutes of the Collyamberley Sports Precinct User Group meeting be noted. Those in favour, please say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you. We'll move to item number 7, the Murrumbidgee Tidy Towns Committee meeting minute. Councillor Bright.
Yes, I can speak to that. There's a few items on the action list from that meeting, including rehousing the community notice board, which staff member Eden has contacted Robin Snedden about her thoughts on it, and Eden was then going to approach the building team on where it can be placed. So that has been attended to. Also, another member did ask about having a bin put down, rubbish bin put down at the Weir site. I believe that Sadie has written a letter to council, so that may have already been actioned.
That's what they did as well.
Yeah, Eden's done that too.
Oh, I know, she's done it.
Yeah. Other than that, they intend having a raffle later in the year to fund the street library box.
Are there any questions of Councillor Bryce? If not, would you like to move? Would somebody like to second that? councillor Strawn, that the minutes of the Murrumbidgee Hiding Towns committee meeting be noted. Those in favour, please say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you. We'll move to item number 8, please.
This is the monthly investment report for the month of April 2026. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary to note here. Funds at the end of the month were just over $25.5 million. Government benchmarks, all in line with policies, regulations, all of that sort of thing. So just recommending that the report be noted.
Would somebody like to move, please? Move councillor Major, seconded councillor Heath. Are there any questions of Caitlin?
Caitlin, is it, did I hear that 80% of the FAGS grant is coming in June?
Yes, I believe so. That's been reflected in our quarterly budget.
Yeah.
That's reflected in that.
Yeah. Okay, if there's no further comments or questions, the recommendation will read that council notes the monthly investment reports identifying all money council has invested under section 625 of the Local Government Act of 1993. With the recommendation, those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Carried. Thank you. Item 9, please.
Thank you. Through you, Madam Mayor. Item 9 is the report on monthly report on development been approved under delegation and is presented to council for noting.
Okay. Are there any questions of Gary, please? No. The recommendation will read. Would somebody like to move, please? Move councillor Black, seconded councillor Major. And the recommendation will read, the information contained in the development applications approved under delegation, April 2026 report be noted. Those in favour, please say aye. Those against? Carried. Okay. Would somebody like to move, please, that we move into confidential? Moved councillor Heath, seconded councillor Strawn. Oh, sorry, Judy.
That's all right.
Yell, sorry. Yeah, sorry. So those in favour, please say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you. Okay, we'll move to agenda item number 10, which is the tender for the tipping trailer, 19 needed, stag B train configuration. And the recommendation will read, the council accept the tender from Sloan Built Trailers for the supply of a 19-metre stag B train configuration tipping trailer, lead trailer and tag trailer for $292,236.36, excluding GST, and to the contract documents and any other associated documents be executed on behalf of council in accordance with Clause 165 of the Local Government Regulation by the General Manager as the Principal's representative. I'll put the recommendation. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against?
Aye.
Carried. Thank you. We'll move to item 11, please.
One.
But Judy was after me. I heard Judy go, aye.
Item 11, the qualification-based election, QBS Phase 2. Resolved on the motion of councillors Heath and Kirby that the General Manager be authorised to negotiate and enter into a contract with Mass DPC for the delivery of a turnkey solution for the 120-place long day care and preschool facility in Darlington Point. I'll put the recommendation. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against?
Aye.
Carried. Thank you. We will now move to items without notice, and we will move to the quarterly budget review, and I will pass over to Caitlin.
We just need a resolution that council will accept the two late notices of motion.
Okay, would somebody like to move that we accept the two late notices? Move councillor Kirkwood, seconded councillor Bryce. Those in favour, please say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you. Caitlin.
So the first report is the quarterly budget review for March 2026. So this is just presenting the adjustments to the budget up to that time. To keep it brief, overall council's financial position at the end of the financial year remains sound. We're still working to align with the structure of the quarterly budget review statement guidelines, as I spoke about last time we had one of these. So that's the reporting is still to be improved and finalised. But at a high level, we've made some adjustments to the budget, basically incorporating projects that are already committed to, a number of which have already been subject of discussion or resolution by council. It's like the collection of funds from the sale of unpaid rates, asbestos remediation at Jewellery Office, some initial expenditure on subdivisions, and a bunch of information technology projects as well. So just recommending that the quarterly budget review statement be adopted and the recommended budget variations be endorsed.
Okay, would somebody like to move, please? Move Councillor Rice, seconded Councillor Strawn. Are there any further questions of Caitlin? If not,
Councillor Baker.
sorry.
Yeah, just in regards to the two new residential subdivisions, how come it's, I just can't find it for a minute, there's a bit of a cost disparity. I think it's 30,000 for Colleen, but 117 for Wanamara. Yeah,
I would have to investigate the details of what's in this.
so I would have shared some costs or not really.
What's that? So
For
what we've
the
already
estates, yeah,
Yes.
what we've spent.
yeah.
Could have bought that one.
No, it's separate. It's in there separate.
So I think that probably does include the purchase of that.
I thought I seen it in there for 110. Is that how much we paid?
$90,000, I think. We paid $90,000 for that block.
I'd say without having the details in front of me, that's likely. Yeah.
There have been expenditure on biodiversity studies.
Biodiversity
Stage 3.
That colleague didn't have.
Well, colleague,
Probably didn't have none.
Right, right, that's what I was sort of asking.
Okay. Are there any further questions? If not, I'll put the recommendation that the March 2026 quarterly budget review statement be adopted and the recommended budget variations be endorsed. Those in favour, please say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you. Thank you.
And the second item that noticed is in relation to the draft operational plan for the coming financial year. So obviously this sits underneath the delivery program in the integrated learning and employee framework and even the community strategic plans. It contains a number of items, including capital budget for the coming year, fees and charges, rating structure, and obviously all of the council intending to pay. It's required to be placed on public exhibition for a period of 28 days. So we'll come back to the June meeting of council for final adoption, subject to any feedback or changes that may be made during that period. And at this stage, we have budgeted for an unrestricted cash figure at the end of the financial year of about just over $300,000. We believe that's a fairly conservative estimate, and will be subject to review once we get up to the financial statements and identify what the unrestricted cash figure is at the end of the 2026 financial year. And obviously at that time, there'll probably be projects and grants and things to carry forward as there are every year, which we'll incorporate into the September quarterly budget review. So just recommending that the operational plan for next year be endorsed for public exhibition and come back to the next meeting.
Okay. Are there any questions for Caitlin? Would somebody like to move, please? Moved, Councillor Boyd. Seconded, Councillor Major. And the recommendation will read the draft operational plan 2026-2027 be endorsed for public exhibition. I'll put the recommendation. Those in favour, please say aye.
I like my name noted that I disagree with that.
Voted against it?
Right, okay.
And noted, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Those in favour, please, sorry, those against, right, okay. Carried, all right, and Robert, although there's no.
So they're going to public display, that's all it is.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much, everybody, that is the end of our meeting.